My name is Ranveer. I'm with the combined company. We're the representative of the Montfort University based in Leicester. It's one of the largest public universities in England, very popular, especially with international students with a wide range of courses and master's courses with internships. And we have Archana Ravindran, who is the area manager, who's kindly agreed to give us a presentation briefly on the university, departments, courses, entry requirements, merit-based scholarships, and career destinations of students who graduate from the university. Over to you, Archana. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Ranveer. I'll just share my screen. Okay. Well, my name is Archana, and before we run into any presentation, I would like to play a small video depicting the history about DMU. We are an 150 years old institution. That old we are. We started as an art and design school, moved on to different faculties, which I will be discussing in the coming slides.
Warehouse classroom started 150 years ago, where volunteers taught engineers and artists how to apply their crafts, where DMU was humbly known as the Leicester School of Arts. Where treaties swept their staff and students off to serve in war, locals turned their tools to arms to help support the cause. And when they returned with missing limbs and counted conflicts cost, they were taught the skills they needed to rebuild the lives they lost. Then we reached the 1920s, and the campus must expand with additional facilities to meet increased demand. After 50 years of excellence, the school now turns to colleges and leads the field in artists, engineers, and new technologies. The Second World War saw sandbags piled high in lecture halls, where students set their skills to building beds to rest the wounded troops and painted air raid shelter walls, keeping people's spirits high, while secretly they hid a radar training station to watch the skies. The 1960s brought more change as spaces filled up rapidly. Facilities became a great necessity. The Fletcher building opened. In 1969, it was time for the City of Leicester Polytechnic. Now we reached the 1990s, and educational reforms funding fundamentally transformed. So today, it's time to seize the opportunity and more Polytechnic now university. Computers, whether you came to start a business, whether you came to study poetry or came to puzzle physics, whether you wanted to be an engineer, a midwife or a painter, whether you started at 18 or you found education later, whether you came from somewhere local or you came from far away, whether you were on campus or commuted every day, whether you joined the student paper because you've got something to say, or society is all about it. Direction picked for when you graduated, or your qualifications took you places utterly unexpected. Days, the weeks, the months and years you spent being a student here will stay with you for all. Always be connected. You wanted with me and a simple education. If you want to take to make a difference. If you think you're bound for greatness, then our doors are always open. It's always even after graduating, you can carry on with pride. There's always more achievements waiting. We're always on your side. So keep creating, making, changing, take each chance to be surprised. And once you leave, we guarantee, no matter the name or path you walk, you'll always have a place here. You'll be in for life.
That was a short video that was depicting the history about DMU. So we are an 150 years old institution. We started 150 years back. We received university status in 1992 as one of the topmost modern university. So where are we based? We are based in Leicester. So Leicester is just 40 to 45 minutes from Birmingham International Airport. The nearest airports would be the Birmingham International Airport. Heathrow Airport would be an hour away on train, 2 hours on road. In Leicester itself, we are at the heart of the city. So for you to travel across the city is nearby. Places like Coventry, Nottingham, it would be just like 30 minutes away from Leicester. Well, coming on to the campus accommodation and city center, they are all within the vicinity, maximum around a 7 to 12 minutes of a walking distance. Majorly, the students do not need a vehicle for traveling across. That is one of the reason DMU is one of the most affordable, Leicester is one of the affordable places to live in, where students, where have the accommodation starting from £55, be a private accommodation also. So they have a lot of choices. City center is just like 5 to 7 minutes away from the campus. So students do not need any vehicle to travel across. Sports is one of the most friendly sport, which would be football and cricket. DMU sponsors few of the Premier Leagues, which is held in Leicester City Football Club. So quite a few of the Premier League matches are held there. We have a lot of worship places in Leicester. So if you're looking at Diwali, it's one of the biggest celebrations that students you will get to see people come to Leicester to watch Diwali, the lighting. It is celebrated in a big scale, somewhere the way it is celebrated in India. Golden Mile is a place where you will find it's a home for Indian shops, like if you want to find clothes, restaurants, eatery, jewelries. So that's where it, if you want to pick up something that you want to wear for some ethnic day, which will be held in the campus, you can definitely pick up from the, Golden Mile itself. This is one of the picture of the Leicester in Diwali celebration at the city center. It looks exactly the way it is celebrated in India. This is a video about the Leicester city life.
A 21st century city with amazing history.
Let's find out what gives Leicester its beat.
It's a great place to be a student. The DMU campus is right in the centre of town.
It's the perfect size.
Everything's walking distance.
There's loads of great cafes, juice bars, and pubs in Leicester. On campus, around the city centre, and around Wilson Gate.
The Hackney shopping centre is great for big brands,
We go shopping there way too much.
and the lanes has a lot of cool vintage shops.
Leicester has the most amazing variety of food. Places like the open market for fresh produce, St. Peter's Square, or Narborough Road, which apparently has the most amount of spoken languages on any road in the UK. So if you can't find it here, you can't find it anywhere. Feel like part of the community.
This is a really active city with lots of great sports facilities. And it's the home of internationally renowned teams, Leicester City Football Club, Leicester Tigers Rugby, Leicestershire County Rugby. It's also easy to get out of the city to enjoy all kinds of outdoor activities.
I can get up to London in 16 minutes.
The rest of the Midlands and the UK are all easily accessible by road, rail, and we also have East Midlands International Airport.
Leicester has great nightlife. Let's do the nights like this or upmarket cocktail bars. We're in the city centre. It's 9:30 on a Wednesday, and the party's already underway. R&B, hip hop, grime, rock, loads of different genres. Theatres, comedy clubs, cinemas, museums, and the National Space Centre.
There's a real sense of community amongst the students and in the city as a whole.
Diwali celebration is amazing, festival of lights.
Now we've shown you what life in Leicester is like.
Why don't you come and take a look for yourself?
Coming on to the rankings. So the rankings which you as a student should follow is the Teaching Excellence Framework, which is the most standardized ranking, which is provided by the government. Teaching Excellence Framework, which is TEF, has 3 ratings. So we start with the highest, that is a gold, followed by silver, and then bronze. So DMU is ranked in the gold rating. So we are gold ranked in Teaching Excellence Framework. The different parameters for that, that is on the employability, it is on the number of international students, the teaching facility. It's a whole cumbersome that will be giving the whole rating across all faculties. We have recently invested £136 million into a campus, the latest campus, that is the Vijay Patel building, that is the art and design campus, that is the recent one. We have a very high employability percentage, that is 97.3% of our students get employed within 6 months. Leicester is one of the hotspots for different type of startup companies. So students find a lot of employability opportunities to work in Leicester. Because of this percentage of 97%, we are named as one of the best university that provides support for any student to find any highly skilled work or get into any research further studies. In fact, these are the few of the companies like HSBC, Nike, KPMG, Gucci, Levi's, where our students have got employed, be it at an internship, be it at a part-time work, or be it after their graduation. So we have not limited ourselves to 20 females. We have gone across like H&M, MTV, BBC, media channels, the banking, that's the financial institution, Barclays, NGO companies like Habitat, where our students have got a place there. Coming to the entry criteria, anyone who has 65% in class 12, best of 4, will be accepted. Someone who's coming for an engineering program, mandatory, we need to have 60% in mathematics in class 12. The maximum gap years that we accept for any undergraduate course is for 3 years. For postgraduate courses, students, we need a minimum of 55% in the bachelor's. For tier 2 universities, for the tier 1, which is Delhi, Calcutta, Pune, Mumbai, and Loyola, we accept students having an aggregate of 50% in the bachelor's. The maximum gap years that we accept is 5 years, wherein the student, anyone who has more than 5 years, needs to elaborate their experiences through their resume and through the enhanced personal statement questionnaire. We do accept IELTS. IELTS for literature-based courses would be a 6.5, not less than 5.5. Few examples would be Masters in English Literature. Other programs like the Global MBA or Engineering Management or Fashion Management with Marketing, we need a 6, not less than 5.5. We do have Ielts Waivers for where anyone who has 65% in class 12 and who have passed out in 2013 and after will be eligible for a waiver. But students coming from Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh, mandatory, they need an academic IELTS for them, where they need to fit into the required criteria that we have asked for. Also, no IELTS waivers will be provided for these 3 states. The following the tuition fees for any undergraduate course, we start with a 14,750 to 15,250. Post-graduation courses start with a 15,100 to 15,600 for a lab-based. The Global MBA is a £17,000 and MSc Cybersecurity is £18,280. For September 2021, any undergrad student who's coming, any student from class 12 coming for a undergraduate course pays up to £4,000 deposit, will be issued an automatic £2,000 scholarship on first come first basis. But and also for PG, anyone who's wanting a £500 scholarship, which is an automatic one, needs to pay 50% of the deposit fees, so that the £500 will be mentioned on the CAS letter. Just to inform you that we have started with the interviews and issuing the CASs. So you would not have to wait for long for the September 22. The classroom date would be that we would be starting the classes by 3rd of October. Maximum the reach time to be there is by 12th of October. The welcome week approximately would be starting end of September, that's 21st or 22nd of September. Now, most of you all would be looking like, how do I look for any type of opportunity? What is the support that I would be getting? So here we have 2 agencies in the campus who would be supporting you for any type of job opportunities. So Unitemps and front runners will be helping for any type of part-time work in the campus as well as outside the campus. So students, once they enroll, they need to get in touch with these 2 agencies for any type of job opportunities, be it internships, employability, and part-time work. Coming to one of the largest business schools, that is the Leicester Business School, you would be also seeing that we have been associated with Bloomberg. So someone who is interested for financial courses will get an access to the Bloomberg room, which is mostly into the trading. We have 100+ nationalities that are studying at the campus. So we are one of the largest university that has the maximum number of academic staff that is teaching the students, 200 academic staff that are available at the campus. These are the few of the accreditations that we have. So most of you will be aware, like ACCA is for something for MSc Accounting and Finance. CIMA is for marketing. Someone who's interested for human resource management will be accredited by CIPD. So we are one of the only few of the 11 that is accredited by CIPD for HRM. For digital marketing, we do have IBM. The Global MBA, which is a 15-month course. Why a 15-month course? The course runs for 12 months, but we run with a 3 months of executive company project, which is a life internship that the student gets to work with the company. There is vigorous training and interviews for the student to be selected for this 3 months of an internship. The Global MBA is a freshers MBA. We do not need any work experience. Someone who wants to apply for a BA Business Management is one of the course where mathematics is not mandatory. So if any class 12 student who doesn't have maths but wants to have a business wants to study a business subject, can definitely apply for bachelor's in business management. We have strategic and digital marketing, where we look for someone who has modules or who has studied a lot of marketing in their bachelor's background. We coming to the second faculty, we have done enormous research. We have in our faculty of technology, that is electronic engineering, mechanical, computer science, cybersecurity, energy and sustainable development. This is a program by BSc Business Informatics, which is partnered with HP, where a student gets to, because we have the HP laboratory or the innovation center right at the campus, where the student who's studying this program gets to gets an access to the center. And this is particularly for the students and HP, which give them the close about bonding and the mentoring, how the industry and what is the current projects that HP is working with. So when you're studying, especially business informatics, you get a chance to know what the industry's techniques, the technology that we are using. And this gives you a best placement opportunity for you to, try for different type of opportunities after you complete your course. These are few more of our industry placements where students have worked, like Deloitte, Reba, Benz, Audi, Leicester Tiger Rugby Club, BBC, where our students have interned and worked. All the technology and computer science courses come with an optional placement. but the placement will not be mentioned on the CAS and offer letter, but definitely the placement would be on your performance base. So if you have received a placement after completion of your first year, we will definitely give you all the support for the visa extension from the university itself. So if you've got the placement on the visa front, all the support will be given. Different type of technology courses that we have is MSc Cybersecurity, MSc Cyber Technology, MSc Computing, Software Engineering. We also have Information System Management, Engineering Management, Mechanical Engineering, Energy Engineering. So these are the different options that we get. Coming to the third faculty, that's the Faculty of Art and Design. That is where we started. It is one of the world leading faculty. We started it as an art and design, moved on to the other faculties. So this is one of our students, Liana Brooks. If you are aware of Lady Gaga, she is the designer for Lady Gaga. And she's have been our graduate. So that's where our innovation comes, where students have studied and they have done very well in the future. Few of the honorary graduates, most of you would have heard about Amitabh Bachchan, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the Indian honorary graduates who have been there, plus Jimmy Choo, a well-known personality in the footwear industry, is our honorary graduate, plus he's a visiting faculty for the ADH department. So our exhibition is not only limited to UK, we have expanded in Europe, US. So it's not that we have participated in the Indian fashion, that's the Lakme Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, where the students get a chance to show their performances. So in the last, in 2 years back, in one during the Convocation Fashion Week, Queen Elizabeth was our honorary guest, where she had come there. Similarly, we had Jimmy Choo also have been our honorary guest in one of our Convocation weeks, where this student Nikki had impressed him so much with her collection that she was given immediately 3 months of internship to work with him. That's how it works. So we give the students while they are studying there through different various platforms. We won recently the Sustainability Award, which is mostly into REBA. We have been winning the REBA Awards in the last 5 years. So that is how we are well known for. This is student Shivani. She won the British Fashion Council competition. Today, her collection is sold in the most exclusive stores in Argyle Street in London. And these are only to certain celebrity. That is how she is trained for. These are different type of fashion courses. Anywhere you see the name design, that is where we would be needing the portfolio. Portfolio is mandatory when you're sending the application. A couple of courses like fashion management with marketing is somewhere we do not need any portfolio. We accept students from business background also. Coming to the final faculty, that's health and life sciences. 4 or 5 new courses that we have introduced. That's MSc Biomedical Sciences, MSc Global Health, Pharmaceutical Biotechnology, and Pharmaceutical Quality by Design. We offer MSc Psychology also, that is mostly related to health psychology. Nursing and social work is the only 2 courses where the student, where the duration of the course is going to be for 2 years, and the final decision where the student needs to give an interview, which will be taken by the faculty for making the final decision and sending out the offer letter. We have different type of accommodations, so it is ranging from £55 a week to £110 a week. So we have private accommodation, that is the en suites, which is all around the campus. Plus we have the university accommodation also, which is all around the campus. I will share a video about the different accommodations that we have. So when you're coming to De Montfort and once you receive an offer letter, you know which is the accommodation. So this will give you a kind of a feel which one that you should be looking in for.
On overview right, there's a bed of support already in motion. When you get out of your car, people there can take you to the room, floor you're on.
My accommodation is so easy. I had it done about an hour. Went online, had my hotel and I just chose the one I wanted, and it let me choose the exact room. There's a range of accommodations varying depending on the budget you have, what kind of location you want. Right next to the gym, allows me to go straight to my accommodation. It's literally a 30-second walk. For me, I quite like the fact that it's so close to uni. It just made everything so much easier. I like the whole campus feel, and the community within my course was so great. You know, you walk into uni with somebody, and then you want to do the course, and then being able to just walk into town, to go to the theatres. There are so many theatres in town, and all of them are within walking distance.
Living in Board meant that we were all able to focus on our studies a lot more. We didn't have any external, cleaning and funding like this. All the staff at Montfort were so friendly. Everything was so safe. The security was without one desk. DMU have their own sort of Facebook page where you can meet your flatmates beforehand. I actually met my best friend for uni there.
Halls was such a laugh. It was super fun, and I was with 9 other people, so it was constantly a good time.
Being in halls has been absolutely amazing. It's made life so much more convenient.
It was really nice to have that student accommodation. That room is your base. You got to know that area so well, and it just had that homely feel. So I feel really cool to me.
Overall, the experience has been absolutely amazing. This meeting people, courses, interests, and this all the on-site facilities, gym, recreation areas, and that really tight sense of community.
Well, has been in 3 years back where all the Indian students, this is for during one of the welcome week that we had taken this picture. So what more are you going to explore when you're coming to DMU? So we have something called the Dmu Global, which it's an academic trip, starts from 4 to 10 days, where you get a chance to visit another country for a particular program. And this is run in a month, 4 times in a month for all faculties, be it for business and law, be it for art and design, health and life sciences, or business and for any faculty that we run. And in addition to this, we would be giving you the £400, the bursary for the entire expenses. So this would be including your traveling, your ticketing, your food, your accommodation. Anything beyond this would be on to your personal expenses. And so we can take you to US, we can take you to another country. So I will be playing a video with you, particularly for DMU Global. This is not part of any of your curriculum. This is something which you will explore, which is your one of your main intention to come to UK to explore more and more things new. Well, that's my details. So if you have any queries with DMU, just to give you a quick update, for September 22, we have started accepting the applications, and we are issuing the offer letters within 72 hours. So for any courses where few of the selected courses, that would be taking some time. But majorly, if you make an application, you should be getting within 3 to 5 working days. So that will give you a chance to accept the offer letter and come sooner to to our university. Ranveer, I am done. So
Yes.
if you have queries, you can.
Right, absolutely. Well, thank you for that. I think that was very informative, including the videos which give light on the accommodation and the uni rooms and the kind of career opportunities there are. We'll just go through some of the questions which are in the chat and in the Q&A. I think a common question was on the IELTS band requirement and the waivers.
Well, for the IELTS, if you are coming for any literature-based course, now if you are specific that you want to come for a management or an engineering courses, we would be needing a 6, not less than 5.5. But if you're coming for any health or life science or a literature-based, so like an English literature type course, like if you're coming for global health or biotechnology course, we need a 6.5, not less than 5.5. We accept PTE also, which is a 59, not less than 59. TOEFL is also accepted, but it has to be parallel to it has to be parallel to the scores of the IELTS. So you need to send us your TOEFL score. So if it is matching with the scores that we would need, we will definitely issue the offer letter.
Sure, sure. I think this is lovely Shahi who's inquiring that she's keen for undergraduate engineering courses. We've got 7 in speaking, 5.5, 5.5 and 5 in listening. Is she eligible?
Well, firstly, we need a 65% in class 12 with 60% in mathematics. But unfortunately, for IELTS, we need a 6.5, not less than 6, not less than 5.5 for any of the engineering courses. So you would have to
consider that.
Yes, alternate, yes.
Right, and you won't consider the class 12 English or the medium of instruction.
If she is no, the medium of instruction letter is no longer accepted by us.
All right.
So if she is from non-Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, from like a Delhi or the other states, we could look into a waiver depending if she has a 65% in class 12.
I think she's from just looking at it. Lovely, if you want to come online, I'm just looking in Nava. I don't know which state that is. Okay. I guess we'll take that offline and we can follow up with her.
Sure.
So, Lovely, if you want to elaborate, you can come online briefly. Okay. We'll take next question from Abhay. He's saying though he's done a bachelor's and master's in civil engineering, he's very keen on MSc sports management, and he's done it throughout the college in his extracurriculars in particular. Is there any stipulation or any eligibility that he needs to be aware of? That background?
Sports management, we can look for such profiles
Right.
who intend to be from a similar background.
Right.
Therefore, I would encourage him to apply.
Right.
He can apply, And for this particular course, it would be a dean's decision. So his statement of purpose needs to be very strong.
Very strong, right?
Yes.
Right.
Basis on that, the faculty can make a decision on it.
Right. Right. So Abhay, you want to come online briefly if you have any query? I think you're unmuted, so. Okay, maybe he's already posted in the chat. So in principle,
Hello.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. My answer. I got my answer. So I prepare my SOP accordingly.
Yeah, essay is
Yes.
important.
I hope for you. I hope
Yes,
for the
Abhay.
best. Thank you so
Just adding on for the September 22 intake, we are waived off the letters of references. So we do not need any reference
Okay.
letters for this intake. So it's majorly on to the your personal statement and your resume that with where the faculty will be having a deep look into it.
Right, right.
Thank you so much.
And I guess it's more about his experiences and how he's explored his interest in sports management.
Yes.
Though
Yes.
obviously he doesn't have a background in it, so that won't stop him necessarily from applying.
No,
right?
that will not stop.
Right,
Yeah.
right. All right. Okay,
Thank you
that's,
so much.
yeah. Okay, Abhay, then we'll connect and we'll work on your CV and essay.
Thanks a lot.
accordingly. Thank you. We had some queries on clinical related courses from two students who are in the chat. I understand that Montfort does not offer any clinical courses, but around global health and clinical leadership, those are the kind of courses which are available.
We
right?
have MSc Global Health. That would be the nearest course
Nearest,
that
right.
the student can apply, or something related to MSc Biomedical Sciences or pharmaceutical quality by design. It could be within that area, but those are typically more of the not the clinical like an MBBS or like the MD courses that a student
Right.
would be looking for.
Right, right, right. Again, Dasadam inquiring, is Duolingo acceptable? I guess.
Unfortunately, no,
No,
we do
right.
not accept Duolingo. We only accept IELTS, PTE, and TOEFL.
Okay. And he's looking for a postgraduate in economics or human resources. Okay, so this is them. If you want to come online briefly, you can do that. I'm just unmuting you. Okay, I think he's probably not online or coming online. So we had two queries from Sabita and Shushmita who were keen on, I guess, more clinical courses. You mentioned
Yeah.
there was a biomedical related course, is it?
Yes, biomedical
Yes.
courses or MSc Global Health would be the course that
Okay.
they could be eligible for.
Okay. Right, so she says she's got a master's in, or okay, she's already got a master's in molecular biology and biotech. And I guess the issue would be applying for another master's to show academic progression too, right?
Yes. So the only two options, she has something like quality by design, and we have pharmaceutical biotech technology. The difference of the two is almost same, but in the biotech, we do have few of them. One module which is related to management. That's an add-on in pharmaceutical biotechnology. And the third option could be MSc Global Health. But is she really intending to go into that area? That would be really depending on because
Right.
she's already a master's student.
Right, right. If you want briefly, Shushmita, you can come online if you have an interest in any of these courses. Otherwise, we'll take conversation offline for other courses at other universities if you're interested. Go ahead. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Is that something of interest to you? The courses which you mentioned, biomed, bioclinical, or
Ma'am,
global
yeah,
healthcare?
good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, Shushmita.
I want to know, is there any course related to bioinformatics like big data, biological analytics, or artificial intelligence with bioinformatics. Is there any course like this?
The combination that you're asking with artificial intelligence and biotech, unfortunately, no. But you could have a look at, the biotech, that is the anatomy and all, the toxicology and all, probably at biotechnology or the pharmaceutical quality by design course. Those will have few of the modules that you're asking in for.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, biotechnology is totally based on wet lab, but I am asking for the bioinformatics, like computational biology, like
No,
next generation sequencing. And all.
no, unfortunately, we are not offering this course. Sorry.
Ma'am, is there any other course that I can apply, like management, like MBA, like any other course I can apply?
Yes, you can apply for a management course with, like, either you can apply for a MBA, or you can apply for international business management with HR or marketing. Definitely you can apply. But your statement of purpose has to be very strong. Briefing why exactly you want to shift to a management now.
Okay.
Including Archana, the global health MSc, right?
Yes, yes.
That's the other one. And I see there's a health and community development studies also. But I think the global health would be more relevant given her background.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
So I think in principle, you had a query, Sushmita, on the visa. I think in principle, if you show academic progression and your essay is strong in that respect with a good CV, I think admissions officer would take that into account, right, Archana?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right. So I would encourage you to send your documents. Let's have a look at your profile and we can choose your course accordingly. Do you have much of a gap? Have you been working?
No, sir, I didn't work. I was preparing for entrance exam test.
Okay. So your last education you completed was in which year?
2020 MTech.
Okay, 2 years. Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Just quickly going through any other questions, which I think have been largely similar. Hemang Yasrani inquiring about the graduate immigration route after global MBA. Perhaps we can just spend a minute just explaining how the placement works, Archana, as either part of the course and then thereafter.
So the global MBA is a 15 months course. It comes with 3 months of executive company project. So the MBA is a general course. So you study HRM, finance, operations. So the executive company project would be under any field that you would want to go in for. For example, you can pick up a dissertation in supply chain management also and go in for an executive company project related to supply chain. So later, if you're looking for a master's with an MBA, you can have a dissertation coupled up with that. The jobs, it is open. You can look for HRM. You can look for as a financial analyst. You can look for something as a marketing analyst also. These are the few of the positions that when you do a global MBA that you will be eligible for. So why? So when you are there you need to start vigorously applying, taking your ECP project very seriously. That's something, and be part and parcel of the global, the Dmu Global, which gives you an opportunity to go to another country, and that will give you a lot of chance for to explore about the other aspects also. When the company is looking, because you have done a kind of a module or explore in another country, it adds a lot of weightage on your resume.
And of the 15 months how long is the duration of the consultancy or the placement? Is it 3 months?
It's for 3 months. The
3 months,
course
okay.
curriculum is for 12 months, and 3 months is for the life project that the student gets to do.
Right. And obviously the graduate immigration route is available to all students who graduate from UK universities. And
Yes.
you did mention briefly, perhaps just a minute, on the career support that students get.
Yeah.
I think you already indicated that. Hemang, if you have any questions, you can come online. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Archana, thank you so much for the detailed information, first of all.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, I was looking out for the global MBA course, and that's what, I was just, because I have an experience of 8 years into the finance sector,
Okay.
and that's the reason I'm looking out for the MBA. So, post that, I was just thinking, how are the chances for the stay back, as Canada offers 1+1 and 2+3 years, so is it similarly for the UK, or it
Okay.
completely depends upon the employer,
No, it does not depend on the employer. It depends entirely on the student. So you need to have a degree to get a 2-year stay back. The UK law is very clear that to apply for the post-study visa, you need to submit your degree, your MSc, your MBA, or a master's degree to get a stay back options. So then only the 2 years will be valid for you. If you do not get a degree, then you will not be eligible for the stay back.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
So basically, just to clarify, also, Hemang, is provided you graduate successfully from the British University, you are able to do any kind of work, including working as an entrepreneur or working with a company for the 2 years, which can only be taken once, which is the graduate immigration route. For further stay back, you can switch to a tier 2 skilled worker visa, where you need sponsorship from employers, and there are over 250,000 licensed sponsors in the UK. So the opportunities are certainly there. You have 8 years of experience, and coming out with an MBA from a leading university like the Montfort would certainly place you in one of the top prospects, both for the GIR and for the work. So the opportunities are largely similar in the UK and other countries.
All
But
right.
to clarify, as opposed to Canada and the US, the work has to be in that relevant field, whereas in the GIR in the UK, they're giving you liberty, as far as I know, as to what kind of work you wish to do in which industry for those 2 years period. Only thereafter you need license sponsorship from the employer.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. So I would encourage you to send your documents. You're in Pune, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Have you applied anywhere already, or
Not yet. Not yet.
okay? So you're keen for this year. I would encourage you to apply. Archana, perhaps you can give us an indication which courses are still open and you're still accepting applications till when, or on a rolling admissions basis.
We are open for the business courses, so you can apply at the earliest. Right now, tentatively till June end, we would be accepting applications. So if you need an offer letter soon, you need to apply. So it takes around 5 days for us to issue the offer letter.
Right. Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Some, I guess, similar questions on TOEFL score, what is acceptable, and he's, I guess the student has got 82. Shalab, this would be slightly low, but you perhaps need to indicate, is it for a master's?
Yeah, I would have to check his exact score on the parameter, whether it be accepted or not, this TOEFL, because for every section it is different. If you have an MSc Biotech and a marketing, yes, you can apply for an MBA, but we need to see what type of experience that you're having. Basis on that, because we have certain criteria of maximum gap years that we take as 5 years. We need to see your progression in your work experience and the whole profile of us, and then we can give you a decision.
So in principle, he may need a higher TOEFL.
Yeah, I would. Yes, they will be up, I think, around 80, 90.
Yeah, I think 90 is equivalent to 6.5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so I would have to check for that.
Okay, so send us your documents, Shalab. We'll have a look at it with your CV, with all your academics, including your English marks, and how long you've been working. If you want, you can come on briefly. We have a few minutes left. Go ahead. Yeah.
I will forward. I will forward my
All
details.
right. Okay, great. All right. Thank you. We'll just take any final questions. I think we pretty much covered everything. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything. If there are no final questions, just feel free to raise your hand. Otherwise, any closing comments, Archana? Obviously, we'll circulate this to all the students. Some of them were at work and not able to attend, but are interested. And I think you've already indicated timelines for the applications. Is there any merit scholarships which are specific to certain departments or courses, or is it an automatic
All the
fee
scholarships
deduction?
would
Yeah.
be automatic, no separate applications. The moment they make the payment, it will be automatically being assigned on the CAS letter. So they don't have to worry on a separate email or confirmations.
Right.
So till the time we are accepting for undergraduation, we will intimate these are limited to £2,000. So first come,
Okay.
first basis. The moment we are closed, we will roll out an email that we are no longer giving the £2,000. But for 500 right now, yes, there is. So the student needs to pay ASAP 50%. So that 500 will get assigned on the CAS.
Okay. £500 on 50% payment or full fee payment? Sorry.
50%.
50% payment.
Yes.
All right. And up to £2,000 on undergraduates.
Yes.
Undergraduate typical tuition fee was around 12,000 and about 15,000 for the masters, right? So
Yes. Yes.
so that's a good budget-friendly
Yes.
scholarship on that. Nishita inquiring for portfolio for UG. I don't know which course, Nishita, you're interested in. Perhaps easier if you just come online. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. You can just indicate which undergraduate course. Okay, but you did mention, Archana, that the design courses in particular need a portfolio, right?
Absolutely. Be it an undergraduate or postgraduate, the design would be needing a portfolio.
Right,
So
right.
I would assign that if you're applying for a UG, make it a direct application so
Yes.
that we can issue you the offer letter within 5 to 6 working days.
Right. I think her query may have been related to architecture and urban planning areas. Is that something?
Architecture, we need a portfolio.
No
but,
portfolio.
Architecture and sustainability, MSc architect, that subject does not need a portfolio.
Okay. Yeah, so you just confirm in the chat that the UG application, which is via UCAS,
She can do
or
a
can do a
direct
direct one
application.
too, right?
Direct one.
And
yeah.
a typical portfolio and the guidelines will be on the website. We can guide
Yes,
on
yes.
that aspect. This final query is MSc Human Resources Management available? Yes, it is.
It is definitely.
If you want, so then probably easier if you just come online. Just give us your background. Go ahead.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, yeah, tell me, what is your query?
Ma'am, I have completed MBA 10 years back and having experience, 10 years experience in HR department. And presently my designation is Assistant Manager HR. So now I want to go for MSc HR.
We would have to see your whole profile because you're already an MBA degree holder. So we would like to check your profile and then only we will be able to look into it because your experience and all, we would have to look into details and then only we will be able to make a decision onto it. Like which other companies you work, what is your role, what is your bachelor's marks, your master's, your entire profile. Based on that, we'll be able to give you a decision.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
So I think send us your documents, but in principle, his work experience in a related field would help, if I'm not mistaken, in the application for human resources, right?
Yes.
Right, right, right.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Just get in touch with our Bangalore counselor and we'll take it forward. Wonderful. Any closing comments, Sachna? I think you've pretty much taken up your time for the hour.
What I can say is apply at the earliest.
Right.
Because we have limited seats. So, and it's first come first basis. So not to delay onto the, putting onto your applications.
Right. All right. Okay, thank you everyone, and thank you Archana for your time, and we'll circulate back with follow-on queries and further applications from the students who have attended and registered for the event.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ranveer, for the event. And, whatever queries the students have, definitely you all can get back to me anytime.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Bye.